Hello. It has been a while. Last week, our kids were on spring break, so we went to Las Vegas for spring break and did all the fun Vegas stuff you do with kids. And it was exhausting and fun to see them have fun. And it was a good break that we all needed. But now I'm back to work today, and I thought I'd make a video. Hazel is sleeping. She's taking a nap. She has not taken a nap, I kid you not, for over a month. She's getting like 7 hours of sleep. I know I keep complaining about her horrible sleeping lately, but she's taking a nap. And I was like, I have a minute before my kids get home from school and before I have another client, and I'm going to do it really fast. So here's a video. I wanted to discuss recovery burnout. From my experience, recovery burnout typically happens when you're doing one of two things or both. You're not being bold enough or you're not eating enough. So with my experience with clients, I've found that when I start seeing them lose hope and start feeling defeated and discouraged, and kind of like their general energy around recovery starts to dip and they start to feel more anxious, upon asking questions about how they're doing, we're finding that, and conversing with one another, we're finding that they haven't been challenging themselves as much as they could be or need to be in terms of being bold, in terms of really going after foods that really challenge them. They get kind of stuck in a rut eating maybe foods that initially challenged them, but now they're feeling safe. Or they're doing great with eating a variety of different foods that are challenging, but the quantity is lacking. So they're feeling confused because they're like, I'm eating these fear foods, like I'm eating all these challenging foods. I just am still feeling really anxious and just really feel like I'm not getting anywhere, and my brain's not feeling like it's rewiring. And we find out they're actually focusing so much on the fear foods that the quantity now is being compromised. And that's why recovery is so exhausting, because you've got to do both when it comes to the eating part of recovery. You have to be bold and you have to be going after all different kinds of challenging foods. But you cannot forget the importance of quantity and making sure you're getting enough food. It's like your brain's got a threshold and you need to stay above it to keep your brain in the game, to keep your brain at a place where it's even has an opportunity to rewire. And so if that's you listening and you're like, man, I really have been kind of struggling, or I have been feeling discouraged and just kind of burn out and don't want to keep doing this, I challenge you to make recovery more fun by being more bold. Go after those things that you really want. Stop following your eating disordered rules. That's the fastest way. That is a recipe for discouragement, is having that 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Or maybe you have like a lot of you in recovery, but just a little bit still out. That's still going to make you feel like you're not getting anywhere with rewiring. And so when you're really going after recovery, you're really going after breaking any kind of eating disordered rules, you'll have, it's kind of hard to explain. You'll have like exhaustion from recovery, but it will feel different. And if you're listening and you can relate, you're probably shaking your head going, yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference between feeling like discouraged and burnt out and just feel like you're getting nowhere. And then there's a difference. And then there's the other feeling of, I'm really tired and exhausted at the end of every day. And when is this going to end? And I'm just really like, just kind of like feeling antsy to get this done. I'm just tired. I just want to feel normal. But you know you're getting somewhere. You still have that hope and kind of that momentum going. That's when you know you're in a good place. But when you're in that other place of, when is this, when is this going to feel different? When am I going to start feeling like my brain's changing? When is it? And you're kind of paranoid about your ability to recover. You're not doing enough in recovery. Reevaluate, reassess, look at what are the things you're still doing that are disordered, that maybe you kind of turned your head at and don't want to address, or you've overlooked, or you kind of refuse to bring up with your treatment team. Do it. Talk about it. Get it out there, set up some accountability, and then execute your plan, whatever that is, execute it. And usually it's pretty simple. That execution is just eating more, eating the foods that scare you, resting. Doesn't have to be really complex. Okay. So that's my challenge to you today is, if you're feeling burnt out in recovery, be more bold and make sure you're eating enough food. All right, have a good day.